Germany is one of the laziest countries worldwide when it comes to social media activities. Mostly because our population is growing too old, but it's still a fact. Meanwhile, here in the Philippines, the use of social media has become so extensive that your country has been labeled the social networking capital of the world. So congratulations, you have heard that before. Yes, you can clap your hands. It's for yourself. So here's a little fun fact for us. Worldwide, we have billions of people who use the web for a couple of hours every day. In 2018, that means 1 billion years on the web, collectively. We spent 1 billion years on the web in 2018. So we all love social media. This is what we have in common. But are we a community? How do you feel in the social media world? Do you really feel like a member? I'll keep it short and sweet. We have billions of users and billions of posts. The market is brimming with unknown and unsorted content. There are more and more social networks popping up, and they all coexist. But there's no co-working. So let me tell you how I feel when I see all these networks. I feel lost. So now you have to be strong when I'm telling you the following. Unfortunately, I have to start with the bad news. The year is 2018, and the social media world has descended into chaos. You might now ask yourself, why the hell is she telling us this while standing on a stage during the Social Media Week? And you'd be right to ask that question, especially as I've gone ahead and created yet another social network. Well, it's because I already know the good news, which I'll get to shortly. But let me explain a few things, starting with a question to all of you. How many different social media profiles do you already have? Doesn't matter if you use them privately or professionally, like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WordPress, Medium. Please raise your hand if you have more than 3 accounts. Come on, capital, social network capital, yeah. All right, still counting somewhere, yeah. And please keep your hand up now, or raise your hand again, if you have more than 5 accounts. Still the capital? Okay, thank you very much. What I know is the average number of accounts per person has increased from 4.3 in 2013 to 7.6 in 2017. So what will we see in 2020? Where will it end? The questions we should ask ourselves here are, where should I stay and where should I go? How many different social media profiles do I need? How many different social media profiles per person do I need to follow to avoid missing out? We even have an acronym for it, FOMO, the fear of missing out. Isn't this crazy enough? The number of followers is most important to me. Or is it? Does this number tell us if I find this person or blog interesting enough as an individual to follow them? Of course, if so many people are following someone, that person must be offering great content. But is this the content I am looking for right now? Do I even understand what is written there so we can communicate with one another? Are all the other followers interested in the same things as me? What do you think? I'm not a very diligent social media user when it comes to maintaining my own profiles. I haven't even reached 300 followers yet on my Insta account. But don't worry, I'm fine with that. What I realized is the average number of likes for my posts is around 20 to 40. So let's say 10% interaction average. Now look at this beauty influencer. She has millions of followers. And the interaction average is 36 per 1,000 followers. So much less than mine if we only look at the average. Of course, if you have such a very high number of followers, in the end, she will have a lot more interaction than me. But I'm sure you get what I'm trying to tell you. It's not the number of followers that counts here. It's the interaction with our followers. It's about what are they interested in. And no, you don't have to search for it now on Instagram. It's just an example, yeah? So I asked myself, how do we reach the target audience? How do we get to know these interests? How can I, as a company interested in collaborations, be sure that this influencer's followers are the right target audience for me or for my business? Wouldn't it be nice to post content that's relevant to everybody's interests? Wouldn't it be nice not to lose followers anymore because they see too much irrelevant content? So I'm the kind of person who likes posting about different stuff, like different topics and different languages. But of course, I don't want my friends to get fed up with me. And this works the other way around. Sorry, I like my friends, but I don't need to see their breakfast every morning or a cat running around the Christmas tree. I mean, this might be funny somehow. Well, I asked myself what other people might think about that. So when I started with Kamuni, I created a group on Facebook, which is now 32,000 members, not followers, just to get to know the different wishes and needs of bloggers and their followers, companies, and networkers using social media. I asked, how do we find relevant content quickly and easily in languages we understand? Soon I knew we need a filter for the different needs. Members of my group all had pretty much the same problems. Finding relevant content or people with the same interests generally takes a lot of time, and soon we get frustrated. And it's also pretty difficult to show our content to others, to enable others to find our posts. There are 77 million posts each month on WordPress. There are 163 billion posts on Tumblr. And when it comes to the more than 2 billion users of Facebook, I couldn't even find any statistics anymore about how many unsorted and unknown posts are already published there. When we find something we are really interested in, it tends to be by chance. When we finally find a post, we maybe want to follow this person or blog, but then again, there's no option for us to filter the content. I have to follow the entire blog even though I'm only interested in one single topic. We all know about these special algorithms, stupid word. These algorithms which are supposed to show us the content we consider to be most relevant. And it does work to some extent. But more and more we feel supervised and followed by retargeting adverts. So let's get back to the roots. Why can't we decide or choose by ourselves? Algorithms aren't bad, but they cannot replace our minds, thoughts, wishes, and needs. So I asked myself, aren't we smart enough to make our own decisions? Yes, no, yes, no. Yes, we are. And now it's time to share the good news with you. All we need is one more account. One account where we can follow our idols on multiple platforms. One account which provides a swift and simple overview for ourselves and for our followers. One account where we can always reach our target audience with any topic in any language. One account where we can decide by ourselves. And this is where Kamuni comes in, as it focuses on users and tears down the walls of the various social media sites. Kamuni is the first ever smart meta network that enables users to compile their best-of collection of all their channels on one platform. It's not about posting content. It's about sharing content with the intended target audience and increasing reach. So how does it work? At first, users share their posts in a bridged form as a block shot from any of their existing public sites, like WordPress, Medium, Facebook, Instagram. Block shots can consist of text, image, or videos. Then, our cut system filters and sorts every single post worldwide by country, language, category, and ranking, or date if you prefer. Here, you can see the users in the center. Now it's up to them to decide what they are really interested in by using our filter options. When they find a block shot interesting, they just click on it, and then they will be redirected to the external site to see the full post. This boosts traffic to a blogger's own site as well as the reach of every single post. And that way, we've come full circle, and we are no longer coexisting. We are co-working. Everyone stands to benefit, and this is how it should be. As I already told you, users decide what they're really interested in, and this works with just a few clicks. So let's have a quick look at the filter options. This is what Kamuni looks like for real. So as you can see, we offer 12 different categories. Each one is colored differently to make it easier to you to find your content. You can choose your language, the languages you understand, for example, German and English and French, Spanish. And yesterday I met someone who speaks 8 languages. You don't have to speak that much, but yep, it's possible. You can choose as many as you like. You choose the countries you are interested in to compare the Philippines with Germany or France. You can choose the block shots to be sorted by ranking or date, so you can compare it pretty easily. And you can find the content you are looking for. You don't have to search for it. Just click. And then you can even change the view from the mini grids you can see right now to a somewhat bigger version to get more information. Creating such a block shot is also very easy. You just have to copy and paste the link from the post you want to share. Our meta crawler will then import automatically the data available in the post to fill the block shot with content. You may edit it separately, but it's really easy. Once you've done it a couple of times, it won't take you more than 30 seconds maybe. And don't worry, you don't have to keep all these terms in your mind now. Yeah, you will learn them by doing. Just remember how you started with Facebook, or you started with Instagram. So we offer many more tools. For example, follower statistics to get to know their interests, the age, where they're coming from, whatever. I mean, maybe you're a beauty influencer and you realize 46% of your followers are also interested in sports or whatever, and then you can just try it out. Post something in sports, post something in beauty, or, I don't know, life inspiration. Yeah, then you just find out who is interested in what. So we also have a very special collaboration management for bloggers and companies and a special search tool. But really, what I can assure you, there's so much more to explore. To get to know all the benefits Kamuni has to offer, you're better off experiencing it by yourself. To get started with Kamuni, you just have to choose account type, the account type you'd like to use. We offer 3 different ones. There's one for bloggers, one for corporate bloggers, so companies, and one special account for followers and networkers. The latter are people who are definitely not interested in posting any of their own content or to attract followers. What? Yes, during my research, I came across far more of these people than I expected. So I just decided to create another account type. They just use social media to follow people, to stay updated, and surprise, to network. So I am sure you are smart enough to make your own decisions. Our vision is, Kamuni is the first choice for a swift cross-platform overview for the various social media sites. And that includes you. It's for everyone. From now on, Make the most of every single post. Share your posts on Community and have them be filtered for your followers and your potential followers. Share our vision. Join the community. Let's tear down the walls of social media together. Stop coexisting and start co-working.